Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Surbhi and I wish you a happy Dhanteras and a very happy Diwali to all of you and all of your family. So, as Diwali is around the corner and so is Halloween, so today I am going to recommend some horror books that are perfect for this Halloween season. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. The first book I am going to recommend is by Shirley Jackson. I recently read a novella by her and I was so disturbed by it. This book is equally disturbing, and this book I am talking about is The Haunted Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This book is written in 1959 and it is a classic horror book. It has a hill house that has something that is watching, listening, and making life a living hell for all the people that enters. This book has a story that revolves around a group of people that stayed in that haunting house and how the events turn horrific and mysterious things that happen to them. So this book is quite chilling. It is disturbing. There is no monster, but the psychological terror will keep your mind engaged and you will keep turning the pages. This book will definitely mess with your mind, and if you like haunted house stories and twisted stories, then this book is just perfect for you. I would rate this book a 4.5 out of 5, and I would definitely tell you to read this book because this is just amazing, and if you love horror, you should read this. If you are talking about horror and if you are not mentioning the king of horror, then it will be definitely a crime. So my next recommendation is Pet Sematary by King of Horror Stephen King. We all love pets. We have a soft corner for pets and we never want our pets to die. We always want them to come back, and this story is something like that. The story is about a family and a pet cemetery where the pets are buried. But creepily, they can come back, and when they come back, they are not the same. They are changed and they are something that you never want them to be. So this has the element of fear and discomfort. It has classic Stephen King horror story with dark twist. I totally love this, and it also has a thought provoking layer to it which I actually liked. It is about death and life. So if you are someone who loves horror, who loves Stephen King writings, and if you want some thought provoking thing to it, then this book is just perfect for you. I would definitely recommend you because it will definitely make you disturbed and definitely discomfort you. The next book I am going to talk about is The Bird Box by Josh Malerman. This is a creepy book. This is set in a world where something terrifying is there which drives people insane if they see it. This is a story about a mother and her children and how they survive blindfolded to avoid something that is lurking outside. This is a psychologically best book, I would say, and you will definitely feel creeped out, and there is a constant dread from start to finish, and to imagine how people can live blindfolded. This is one of the best book I have read in the horror genre, and I think you will definitely love this. The next book I am going to talk about is written by an Indian author, Anita Krishan, and this book is Ghost of Silent Hills. This book is amazing and has different horror stories from Indian hill station and old British cottages, which is terrifying. People can see apparitions, people can see haunted shadows and strange incidents happens with them. You will feel stories quite relatable to you, and you will definitely feel that you have heard these kind of stories from your parents, grandparents. So this book is just amazing and will give you a glimpse of all the horrific incidents that can happen in a hill station, and that usually has stories from hill station. So you will feel creepy vibes, you will feel terrified, and you will definitely be scared after reading this. I was awake a few days after reading this because I was definitely not prepared for the horror in this book. So this is just amazing. If you want to read something from Indian author that is horrific, that has some story, and that will definitely chill your spines, then this is the book for you. The last book I am going to talk about is again written by an Indian author, Neil De Silva, who is famous for writing horror stories, horror novels. And the book I am talking about is The Evil Eye and the Charm. So the story revolves around this family who is suffering from the black magic and the occurrence of mishappening because of the charm, the evil charm. And the incident is quite horrific, how black magic can be such a brutal, a fatal for a family. This is just a story about that, which is quite terrifying and quite horrific. This book is about Indian superstitions, and this book is quite realistic. You will feel something like this has occurred to you or occurred to your family, your friends, and you have heard something like this in your family, especially if you are Indian, then this kind of thing you have heard it. The story is quite realistic, and you will feel engaged and you will feel horrified. The story is about family drama with a strong mix of superstitions and beliefs that will keep you hooked until the very end. If you love supernatural powers and if you love superstitions, then this book is just for you. I will definitely recommend you to read this. And yeah, that's it for this video, and that was all my recommendation for horror books that are my favorites. I liked it, and let me know if you have read any of these books or any of the related books from these authors. So if you like this video, hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel because it is completely free. And let me know in the comments if you have some recommendations for me, or if you want me to recommend some horror movies or some horror podcast or some horror YouTube channels, then I am up for it. Just let me know in the comments, and until then, happy reading.